guys are doing that booth. You're making it happen for us. Hello, I'm Lisa Peel, and I am the Director of Cultural Arts and Global Leadership for the Onslow County School District. And I am thrilled about our all-county events. This is the best time of year because we get to showcase our students and see them shine on the stage for about 6 weeks of different events. So it's just wonderful. And as a matter of fact, let's give them a big round of applause. Do they not look fantastic? Boys and girls, I would like to congratulate you on earning a spot for this honor choir, which is a prestigious honor. And you worked hard and you earned it, so congratulations again. Let's give them a loud round of applause. Without their wonderful music teachers to prepare them, that also wouldn't be possible for them to be here. So all of the music teachers, will you please stand up, put your hands in the air. I know right now they're trying to sort them on stage, but thank you so much for your dedication, your perseverance, and most importantly, your passion. Your passion for what you do for our kids and arts education truly makes a difference. So thank you for that. I would also like to thank any principals, assistant principals, executives, board members that are here today. Can you please stand? Because we really appreciate your support of arts education. Thank you so much for being here. You know, you may not think you know you're here, but we see you. We see you. We appreciate you showing up and being here to support your students. So thank you so much for that. Also, I would like to thank our media crew up in the sound booth. They are recording this professional recording of the performance. So it will be available on social media, and the teachers will have the link to share with everyone. So be looking for that, yes? Because you might have some family members that couldn't be here today. I would also like to thank our Northside High School arts teachers and the administration at Northside High School. We came here with all these kids. They had all the chairs set up in the band room. They had the risers set up. We were ready to go. So, you know, to host a big event like this, that is a lot. It's a big task for a school. So we really appreciate Northside High School arts teachers and administration. So give them a round of applause. And also, we are just tickled. It brings great joy to our heart to have the clinician that we have with us this weekend. Janae Copeland, who was a veteran teacher, music teacher in Onslow County. Her last position was at stateside as a music teacher, and her family had to move away. So she is back home this weekend, so you're going to hear more about her in a minute, but I want to give her a big round of applause. She's going to come out in a minute, and then she's back home with us, and she's done a phenomenal job. And also, I would like to thank Ms. Caroline Nundor, our pianist, who also taught music at Onslow County Schools and now is pursuing other dreams. But we are glad to have her home with us and our students. But we miss y'all. Come back. We're hiring, right? We're hiring. And the last folks that I would like to thank, and there are a lot of things, but I'm so appreciative. And you know, somebody said to me last weekend, Dr. Phil, how do you do that without a list? I said, well, I'm going to thank people from the heart, because those are the people I really care about and am appreciative of. So I don't need a list, because I know who you are. And the last folks I want to thank are our parents for your support. For your students would not be here without your support as well. Parents, guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles, give them a big round of applause. Students, give your parents a big round of applause. Your family, we appreciate you so much. Without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Meredith Sumner, who actually is the lead teacher on this, along with Ms. Heather Oliver, who's the lead teacher that helped make this happen for real. All of the details. So I appreciate you know my work. Thank you, ladies. Look, we did a good job with this. And then ladies, they made me look good. They really do. So I appreciate them. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Ms. Meredith Sumner. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming today. I'm Meredith Sumner, the music teacher at Silverdale Elementary School, and this is Heather Oliver. She is the music teacher at Southwest Elementary School. Thank you so much for coming. We have the pleasure of introducing our amazing clinician, so I will let Heather start.
So, Mrs. Janae Copeland has been a music educator in the state of North Carolina for the last 25 years. and currently serves as the K-5 music specialist at Meadowlark Elementary School in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. She earned her Bachelor's of Music in Music Education in 1999 and her Master's of Music Education in 2006. Both of them are from East Carolina University. She received her National Board for Professional Teaching Standard Certificate in 2008, along with completing all 3 levels of Orff-Schulfer certification at Appalachian State University in 2017.
Ms. Copeland is the proud wife of Bryant, a fellow music educator and school leader in North Carolina for the last 25 years. And she is a very proud mom to her 3 daughters, Jada, Bryn, and Clark. Out of the 25 years she's been in North Carolina in education, we have been lucky enough to have her for 22 of them in Onslow County as both the Director of Cultural Arts and as a colleague and elementary school teacher with us. She is the person that drove me to my job interview 15 years ago. She is a true mentor, friend, and I'm so blessed to call her a colleague. So please let's welcome Miss Janae B. Copeland to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'm going to try really hard not to talk, because if there was ever a time I had 374 billion things to say, and I usually have a whole lot anyway, it's today. But I'm really going to try not to do that. But I do want to first thank you. And I'm thanking you for being here, but I'm thanking you for sharing your kids with me for just a little bit. They are a gift, and I feel so super blessed. What they just sang for you is a song called All Things Bright and Beautiful. And when I was picking our program for today, what I started to think of was just the beauty of childhood, all the things. And for me, that song is about wonder. Just taking that moment to look around and just be amazed at the colors and the beauty and all the wonderfulness. And even when things aren't beautiful and pretty and bright, still knowing that they are well. So that's what that message is about. Our next song should be pretty self-explanatory, I hope. And if it's not, they'll have some things to tell you about after the fact. But this is called Can You Hear Me? By Bob Chilcott. first time I heard this next piece of music was actually at a concert that my youngest daughter was in, and I'd never heard it before, and I was intrigued, and so, of course, bless her heart, having a music teacher mom, as soon as we got home, I said, let me see that music, let me see that. And she hands it to me, and when I open the cover, I start reading about the composer. And James Green, the composer, his biography stated that he is from Creedmoor, North Carolina, which is just northeast of Raleigh, sort of, I think. Let's say I'm right. Northeast of Raleigh, and it says that he attended Chowan College, which is a very small Baptist college that is about 10 to 15 miles from the home I grew up in when I was their age. And then went to East Carolina University, which, as you heard a few minutes ago, was my other home after that home. And after a little bit of digging, so many connections came to be, including the fact that he was actually a music major at Chowan College at the time. At the same time, my brother was also a music major at Chowan College. So there were so many connections there. But the interesting thing about this piece is, to me, this piece really represents America in so many ways, because this is the Cherokee version, and part of this is the Cherokee version of Amazing Grace. So we have the Cherokee language happening on top of the very European melody of Amazing Grace, and those two ideas kind of fused together. This is not an easy ask of these students. There's very many complex musical things happening, and I'm incredibly proud of how hard they worked to make this happen. Not to mention our teachers who are doing a wonderful job playing the recorder, contrary to popular belief, which is a beautiful instrument, as well as the buffalo drums and so many wonderful things. So we hope we can transport you just a little bit to a different spiritual place with our morning song. So, I promised the kids that this song is going to be much more relatable to you than it is to them. I hope you support me there. And when we started singing this, the students didn't realize that our composer was actually in the room with us. I didn't give them that little tidbit off the bat. So it's very rare that students, especially in this type of setting, get to actually have conversation and visit with the composer of the piece of music that is written. But we're very blessed here in Onslow County to have, Chris, can I call you our resident composer now? Can we just go ahead and make it official? Yeah. So, and Liz. So, the Betch family, Liz and Chris Betch they're going to stand for me. I see a glare, and so that's how I know it's his head. But, so Liz and Chris have written many pieces of music over the years, wonderful pieces of music for children. And I think you'll see that their sense of humor shines through, their reflections on parenthood and childhood even shine through. But mostly, I just want to thank them because they have been so incredibly gracious with us here in Onslow County. Chris was the music teacher on bass for, I don't know, Dovia schools for more years than I can count, or he can count probably. And then he retired and taught, after retirement, I think after 32 years, then did an additional 8 or 10 years after that. I'm making up numbers, but you get the idea. So did this for a very long time, and he has always said, okay, you want a song? Here's a song. And people don't just give songs away like that, except they do because they're so incredibly gracious. So wonderful opportunity for us to have such generous gifts of their music, wonderful opportunity for our students to have this gift and also have the gift of getting to visit with the composer. So our song is Ignored It. Okay, our final piece. And I will tell you the truth on this one. I was determined when I was picking out my pieces to pick one piece that I'd never even heard before, let alone performed with any group before. And for 25 years I've been doing this in some form or fashion, so that's a whole lot of songs I had to ignore to find a new one. But I happened upon this song, and admittedly, I'll tell you that I listened to it once, I listened to it again, and then about 10 minutes later, I sent it to my dear friend, Dr. Zada Bazzi, and I said to Dr. Bazzi, hey, this is either awesome or awful, and I can't tell which, and I don't think I trust anybody else's discernment much more in the world than hers, so I'll let her make the call for me and verify. So her verification was awesome, and we'll get from you guys what you think about it too after the fact. So this is called Bringers of Noise, and it is in another language, but the language is actually completely fictional. It is not Klingon, but it is fictional, a fictional language. And they've had a really good time with this one. We are bringing our warrior spirits to you with Bringers of Noise. But before we do this, before we give you this one last gift, I do have a couple of people that I want to thank. And I'm not going to reiterate too much of what Dr. Peel already said, but this room is filled with some of the most important people in my life. And if I am even halfway decent teacher today, it's because of everybody that you see standing around right now mostly, but also some people that are sitting in the audience right now. If I have ever been a teacher of yours, and you're in the audience right now, would you stand? And admittedly, that's a little self-serving because I was just making sure I had a good count of the people that I have to make sure I see before I leave. And if you saw that at all, you might notice that the age range of those people that just stood was anywhere from the age of, 12 to 41, approximately. So I had the very incredible opportunity to grow up with my first students. I began teaching at Dixon Middle School in the 1900s. I had to admit that to the kids. Started teaching at Dixon Middle School in the 1900s and very shortly left with those same kids and followed them to Dixon High School. And those are my first children. And those children are not children. Those children have children. And some of those children's children are standing on the stage right now. Right? So I'm their musical grandma, officially. I'm finding a grandma, I'm so proud. Right? And so I have those children, and then I even have some of my own kiddos that are standing in this group right now, but the last time I saw them, they were kindergartners and first graders. And they froze for me when I left, and now they came back and their faces are the same, but they're tall. And that's like the hardest thing ever, but it didn't take me too long to get right back in the mix, in the fold with them. They say to surround yourself with people that make you better, and I am fortunate to have been surrounded by the greatest educators on the planet. And I'm sorry I'm getting emotional, but it's so true. These music teachers right here, like if you don't know, I need you to know. Like, they are amazing. They're the best. They're the best. They have your kids' interests at heart. And they are bringing the sunshine to their lives and their schools every day. So can we give them one more round of applause? There are literally no people on the planet that I trust more or believe in more or just know are the experts than those people right here. Dr. Michael Elder is joining us on this piece of music also. To you, he's Dr. Michael Elder, and he's got this title that I'm not going to pretend, but it's really cool because he's like the smartest person I know. But for me, he's just my work husband. And it turns out that work marriages can last just as long as real marriages. Who knew, right? And so when I called him just 2 days ago to say, oh no, we need a narrator. There was an issue with our original narrator. Of course, as always, he said, where do I need to be? So he's right here, where he needs to be. So we are bringing you some noise right now. We're bringing some noise.
In the time before time, all was silent. Hushed tones, soft rains, still waters, sounds muted. Then we arrived. We brought the clap of the thunder. We brought the pound of the wave. We exploded the mountaintop. We crushed the ground under the feet of beasts. You hear a blast, we are there. You hear a howl, we are there. You hear a rumble and a roar, we are there. We are the bringers of noise.
Dr. Peel have known each other probably almost as long as just about anybody else that I've known in this room. So to have her lifelong support and friendship has been an amazing gift as well. Thank you again for everything you did. The one last thing I'm going to leave you with today is that I would love it if you would ensure that you take time to find out who the people are in this school district that are going to serve you in leadership positions that support what we just did today. So please make sure when you're making decisions about who's making decisions for your kids, that you consider that what we just did is one of the most important things that they can spend their time doing and find ways to support them as well. Also, if you can find any way to support the arts programs in your own school, please do that as well. And continue supporting these beautiful children of yours. They are amazing. I can't wait to see what they do with themselves, and I love them. And thank you for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's give them one more wonderful round of applause for St. All of your children's belongings are in the band room. So what we're going to do is we're going to take them off stage and out the back way.